In this video, you will learn key insights of the Facebook Ads Pixel that are essential to understand if you want your ads to convert in 2020 or beyond. Hey YouTube fam, welcome back to Market and Hustle. My name is Zaryn, and if this is your first time here, you should consider subscribing as we post weekly videos designed to simplify marketing so that you can accelerate your business growth. So a very common mistake that happens when advertisers are running ads on Facebook is that sometimes they're optimizing for purchases without having enough data to actually get successful conversion campaigns. So this usually tends to happen for new advertisers or advertisers that have recently, for whatever reason, changed the pixel on their website or made changes that have caused them to, maybe lose data from the website, versus established advertisers who've been running campaigns for a while and have had no changes. Usually those advertisers aren't running into these issues. This is more for, switching the pixel or new to e-com advertising with Facebook. Now, to clarify, the event I'm talking about is not the campaign objective. It's the conversion event. Because even if you select a conversion campaign within Facebook ads, whether you're running on Facebook or Instagram, you have the option to optimize for different types of events, regardless if you're trying to push people to a website to convert or to an app to convert. So this is what we're actually talking about in this video when we're saying training your Facebook pixel to convert is the right conversion event. Now, when you're running ads on Facebook, you need to train your pixel. Your pixel needs to understand who is actually going to buy from you. And the way that this happens is through the event detail. So when someone comes to your website from a Facebook ad, or if they come organically, or if they come from Google ads, or whatever traffic source they come from, once they convert, Facebook can then ingest that data into their algorithm, and it could help the algorithm better find future users. Now, just to give you some guidelines, the optimal number of conversions you need on a weekly basis is 50 to 100. If you're getting 50 to 100, the campaigns you're running are going to be able to exit the learning phase, and you're going to see, really great performance with your campaigns almost as soon as you launch them. Within 24 hours, you're going to start to get conversions. Now, the minimum you're going to want, and this is not an exact science from Facebook, this is sort of like a range, is 15 to 25. If you're getting 15 to 25, there's enough data that the algorithm could still function. It's not going to be optimal, but it can still function and get you, pretty good results. Now, I want to share with you two common business scenarios so you can understand if you need to train your pixel, or maybe this is not something that you need to spend your time with. Now, if you're already running a business and let's say you created a new website, and you have an existing pixel and you're getting about, let's just say, plus 25 conversions a week. In that situation, optimize for purchase. Even though you might not be able to exit the learning phase, you're still going to get some good results because there's enough data there that Facebook can work with, especially over a series of weeks. Now, in scenario B, let's just say you recently started a business selling products online, or maybe created, for whatever reason, you were doing it before and you started doing it again, but there's no data there. You created a new pixel and you're getting less than 10, let's just say less than 10 conversions in the last 30 days. This is not a lot of information. And just because you run a campaign on Facebook optimizing for conversions, it doesn't mean you're going to get performance, because again, the pixel doesn't understand who your audience is. In this situation, your pixel needs to be trained. And then the next slide, I want to jump into the solution of how you do this properly. So the solution is optimize for the next highest intent conversion event. So instead of doing purchases, you'd want to go one step before that in the funnel. And then in the next couple of slides, I'm going to give you some examples to further crystallize you and help you get there. All right, so in scenario one, let's say on a weekly basis, you're getting about 500 users on your website that are adding products to cart. Let's say out of those 500, 100 of them get to the phase that they initiate the checkout. So that maybe this is the screen after they add it to cart and after they added some basic information, maybe their name and their location, but they haven't purchased yet, haven't gotten to the confirmation page. So let's say 10% of those users end up purchasing, all happening in 1 week. In this situation, you don't have enough event data from purchases to properly optimize. So you would want to actually optimize your conversion event for initiate checkout. Why? because you're getting about 100 of these. So you're going to be able to successfully exit the learning phase. And even though a purchaser is not always going to be an initiated checkout, is not always going to be a purchaser, this at least gives you enough data to properly optimize for, and you know someone that initiates checkout is likely to purchase, even though a purchaser is going to be more important. So in this scenario, that's what I would recommend, initiate checkout. Now let me give you another version of this. In scenario 2, same situation, we're running Facebook ads, and on a weekly basis, you're getting 500 people that add products to cart, which is great. And then you're getting about 300 of them that initiate checkout. So this is a higher conversion rate. Maybe you're getting a more qualified audience. Maybe you just started using lookalikes, so you're getting better performance. And let's say 30 of those are actually going on to purchase. So again, still the same 10% rate, but you got a better conversion rate from add to cart to initiate checkout. Now you're beyond that 25 conversion on a weekly basis. In this scenario now, I would recommend that you would start to shift to optimize your ad delivery towards that purchase standard event versus initiate checkout. Again, you might not exit the learning phase, but you're probably going to get better overall results optimizing for a purchase in this scenario versus initiated checkout. So if we look at it next to each other, if you are getting, if you're breaking through that threshold, you want to go for purchase optimization. If you're not getting through that at least close to the 25 conversion mark a week, I would definitely shift and optimize for the next highest intent, which in this example is initiate checkout. In your checkout flow, it might be a little bit different, but most people will have add to cart and initiated checkout, in their purchase flow tagged out. Now, there is a lot more to performance. A lot of times what happens is we look at targeting and we look at the performance of our ads and we think something's broken, it's not working, and we go into the targeting. There's a lot more to it. Your ads are a part of it. Your landing page is a part of it. Your product is a part of it. It's all part of it. If you have a great ad and great targeting, and then you get people to a shitty website where, the product images aren't great, there's not a lot of functionality, they can't rotate the images, there's not lifestyle imagery that can give them a sense of how this would, look with their, on them on a day-to-day basis. Like, all of those things are things that you can optimize. And of course, you can't control every single factor and focus on every single factor, but there is so much you can do with your ads. I would say 50% of your performance is your targeting and 50% of it is your ads. And that's why I've put together a Facebook video ads direct to consumer e-com advertisers cheat sheet that is full of insights that'll really help you optimize the performance of your ads, turning your ads from, more of a branding and lifestyle into direct performance ads that actually drive results for your campaigns. So if you haven't done so already, make sure to download that right now. I'm going to place a link below in the description. And as always, thank you so much for tuning into Marketing Hustle, where we simplify marketing so that you can accelerate your business growth. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.